All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make this short and sweet because I know you're excited and I don't want to waste any of your time. I'm going to highlight some things that you need to consider before joining the Smart20 contract. And before we're done, I'm going to make sure you understand what you're not being told. First of all, a global force matrix is a very powerful matrix because members don't have to recruit in order to earn. So don't think I'm here to bash the way that this is structured. I'm just here to give you the facts and then you can make your own decisions. So we know that there are two sides of this compensation plan, the global forced matrix and the recruiter's compensation plan. $24 goes to the global matrix and $25 goes to the recruiter. That's the first problem. You have less than half of the pot that's being collected going to the global community. But the global community is the most attractive part of this compensation plan. There are going to be more members that join simply because they don't have to recruit than there are going to be influencers joining this smart contract. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on the recruiting side of things because if you're an influencer, you're going to earn with this smart contract regardless. But I want to focus on the global forced matrix because that's what everyone's excited about, right? In all the videos, you hear them say that the global forced matrix fills from left to right, and it pays $1.20 up to 20 levels deep. Now, ID1 purchases new positions to feed the matrix. Now, there's a few problems with this, but I'm going to get to that in a few. Here's an image of a 2x20 matrix. Now, as you can see on level 1, there are 2 affiliates, and in this compensation plan, they're the most lucrative positions. On level 2, you have 4 affiliates. In level 3, you have 8, and so on and so on. Now, the global matrix will fill from left to right. And my guess is you're going to have James and Miguel in number 1 and number 2, which are, like I said, the most lucrative positions, the way that they have this built. And then everyone else fills out the matrix. Now, the further down the matrix you go, the more people you're going to have to compete with for $1.20. Now, let me explain. Every time a member joins, $1.20 goes to each one of these levels. Now, each one of these levels has different amounts of people on each level. All you have to do is just check the PDF, all right? So on level 1, each person is going to get paid off of every other person that joins the Smart20 contract. And that's why those 2 positions are the most lucrative positions in this whole matrix. They don't have a cap on earnings. And most likely, they're going to be ID2 and ID3. ID1 is for the whole smart contract. Now, if you're on level 2, you have to compete with 4 people in order to earn $1.20. So every 4th person that joins the smart contract, you're going to get paid $1.20. On level 3, you have to compete with 8 people. So for every 8th person, you earn $1.20. And this is going to continue 20 levels deep. Now, the majority of you are not seeing the fact that you're not going to reach level 20 for a long time. So what happens to all that money that's paid to those levels that aren't being populated? It's going to default to ID1 and they're going to repurchase positions, right? But what they don't tell you is that 100% of that money is not going to go to repurchase positions because every time ID1 buys a position, it pays $1.20, 20 levels deep. Now, if you only have members up to level 10, for example, 50% of what's repurchased continues to stay in the hands of the Smart20 contract. Now, you can verify this by, once again, looking at the PDF for the compensation plan. As you can see, they detail how many positions are on each level. So, just for an example, let's say that every member in the Telegram group is a recruiter and we'll get at least 2 people. As I'm recording this video, there are 1,472 members in the group. If each got 2 people to join on the first day or the first week or whatever, that's 4,416 members. So you're down to level 11. 9 levels of $1.20 payments will go back into the smart contract, and that money will be used to repurchase positions. But every time there's a repurchase, it gets watered down because you're really only paying 11 levels. Now, this is not the worst part, okay? This is actually okay news. The worst part is if your ID falls in level 5 and above. If you're ID is 33 and higher, you're going to have to compete with 32 people for $1.20. And it gets worse every level up. All right, on level 6, you're going to have to be in line with 62 people, each waiting on $1.20. So for every 64 people, you get paid $1.20, and so on. So if you plan on earning without recruiting, this compensation plan won't last 30 days for you to break even and repay the $49. All right, most people are not going to break even in 30 days. You're going to have to recruit because this compensation plan rewards influencers the most, and it takes away from the global matrix. The way to fix this is to put 90% of everything into the global matrix instead of less than 50%. You multiply the incentive per level by 14, so instead of getting $1.20 every time someone is placed under you, you earn 180 TRX every time someone is placed under you. Influencers are rewarded for sharing their link, as their matrix will benefit from the influencers network as well as the global community. You don't split the compensation plan in two and just reward influencers. You have to have everyone working together if the global matrix is going to work. This is what we've created with the Good Karma Effect. And right now, we're giving away 100,000 TRX as soon as we reach 126 members on level 2. You can look at information about this in the pinned comment. And if you're excited about $1.20, we'll get even more excited about 180 TRX, which is about $18 with Tron being 10 cents. We work together and leverage our effort. With the Smart20 compensation plan, you need 40 members under you to break even. If you had 40 members under you with the Good Karma Effect, you would earn 8,640 TRX. That's over $800 since TRX is about 10 cents. Our smart contract is the most lucrative smart contract with a global force matrix, bar none. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. Check the pinned comment for detailed information on how we're giving away 100,000 TRX because we put 90% into the global matrix. Thanks for your time, and be good to people. The Good Karma Effect.